50 cents may not seem like a lot of money to most people, but when you add up small amounts of money, big changes can happen. Last weekend, the Friends of the San Marcos Library hosted its semi-annual book sale at the City Park Rec Hall. The 3-day event helped raise funds for improvements at the library.
Basically, what they do is they take all of the funds that they raise from sales, fundraisers, stuff like this, and they go ahead and put that into new furniture for the library. They put that into meals, expenses, stuff like that for volunteers at the library, new computers, new books. I mean, pretty much everything just goes straight back in.
Book sales raise about $3,500 for the library, which means about 7,000 books will find new homes. Some of those books are for children, and that's just fine with Ruby Sirvan and her family. She says in our home the kids are not allowed to play with iPhones or iPads at the dinner table, but a book is just fine.
Now they won't let me read with them, so they go to their own class, bedroom, sofa. They're eating at the dinner table and they're reading.
A community input session is scheduled for October 24th, at which local residents will have a chance to meet with library staff to discuss a possible expansion of the facility. If you missed out on the book sale this past weekend, another such event will be held in April. Book sales certainly aren't a novel idea to raise funds, but they are a great way for the city of San Marcos to help write a new chapter in the library's history. For Bobcat Update, I'm Drew Bryant. When head football coach Mark Soto arrived 2 years ago, he promised to rebuild a winning tradition for a struggling athletic program. Part of that rebuilding process is an 8,000-seat football stadium and a state-of-the-art indoor athletic complex. Other upgrades at San Marcos High include resurfacing the track and installing artificial turf on the baseball and softball fields. All of these projects have an estimated price tag of $30 million. Assistant Athletic Director Brian Webb says the school district is actually saving money in the long run.
In maintaining grass fields and keeping them mowed and fertilized, it's pretty expensive. So when you look at the financial changes that take place, the upfront cost on the turf is substantial, but the long range, you see the return investment pretty fast.
The overhaul will benefit every sport, but the biggest impact will be on the varsity football program. For the first time in 32 years, the Rattlers won't be relying on Texas State for their home field. Many students are pleased.
The fact that it's going to be on our campus, we'll be able to have our pep rally on the stadium, and it's just going to be awesome. Everybody on campus is really excited about this new stadium.
The baseball and softball fields will be returfed by Christmas, while the football complex will be ready for next season. Whether you bleed purple and white or not, all fans know there's no place like home. For Bobcat Update, I'm Drew Bryant.
Texas State Agriculture Department is making the campus more beautiful by turning your trash into treasure, such as this broken glass sidewalk I'm using, and the compost from your leftover food used in these gardens and other landscaping around campus.
Texas State has several dining halls where thousands of pounds of food would be wasted every day if it weren't for Bobcat Blend. Bobcat Blend is a program involving students who are not afraid to get their hands dirty. Leftover food from the dining halls is used to generate compost. Some of the compost is applied in outdoor classrooms and campus landscapes, and the rest is sold to area farms and gardens. Many students find that their eyes are bigger than their stomachs and end up putting too much food on their plates. But the leftovers are put to good use.
90-something% of our trash can be used in some way. It's crazy.
Bobcat Blend recently received the Texas Environmental Excellence Award for Education. The program is a cost-effective way to improve the environment and help the campus landscapes flourish. Students can help Bobcat Blend's environmental efforts by disposing their leftover food in the designated trash cans in the dining halls around campus.
What you're doing now is you're using a natural, natural, recurring product. You're using waste to fertilize plants and make the campus, more beautiful.
With incoming freshmen reaching record highs, the composting effort should soar to new heights in the upcoming semesters. For Bobcat Update, I'm Patrice Cross.
Got a broken down bike? Don't take it to some local bike shop and get stuck with an outrageous bill. Ride or push your bike to the Bike Cave, Texas State's only bicycle cooperative. The Bike Cave not only fixes bikes for students, but their experienced staff will teach you how to fix it yourself. From patching tubes to changing brake pads, the Bike Cave will give you the knowledge to keep on riding. With a variety of specialty tools, they give you the chance to work in a functioning bike shop like a professional. The Cave is open from 12 p.m. till 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, but workstations are limited, so call before you cruise over at 512-245-4567. The Cave is hidden at 100 Colorado Building, down the hill on Pleasant Street. The Bike Cave, keeping San Marcos riding.
Graduation is quickly approaching for Texas State seniors. Commencement ceremonies will be held in 37 days, and the class of 2013 will officially become alumni. If students plan on walking the stage in Strahan Coliseum, there are a few final steps to take. Caps and gowns are required to participate in the ceremony and are still available in the university bookstore. Other accessories like announcements, diploma frames, and class rings can also be purchased. For more details about the big day, such as times and parking information, visit txstate.edu/commencement.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bobcat Newsbreak. It's your boy Andrew Bryant, joined as always with Raina Caraveo. We're here to bring you the latest news from around campus, and we've got a really interesting show today. But now for our first story on the hour. The university's Board of Regents will meet today to discuss a new contract with several parties interested in replacing Chartwells as the main dining option for students who eat on campus. The Food Committee decided to end terms with Chartwells last Thursday when an investigation confirmed that horse meat, yes, horse meat, was being served in the dining halls. University officials were unavailable for comment on any further details from the investigation, but they did say that all other dining halls have passed extensive health inspections. Many students have expressed a sense of urgency for the new decision to be made as their options have been narrowed and overcrowding has become an issue with the remaining dining areas on campus. In an effort to relieve that congestion, the university has made a temporary deal with independent food vendors in the Quad, so they are now accepting meal trades as a form of payment. However, the Quad is now experiencing problems with congestion, just like the dining halls, so this is really a very temporary solution. We'll have more on that later. Authorities are still gaining clues as they uncover an elaborate drug scheme that was exposed during Old Man construction last week. New evidence reveals that 100 kilograms of cocaine discovered in renovated areas of the building could tip of the iceberg, prompting an extensive investigation of several new and remodeled areas on campus. Investigators say that this is all a part of a sophisticated drug ring with international ties, with this particular shipment likely coming from south of the border in Mexico. They were unable to make any firm statements about which of these areas might be involved in the investigation, but all construction on campus has been postponed until further notice. In the last few days, several students have been removed from restricted areas on the campus, most of them claiming they were just looking for a sniff of the action. University officials were unavailable for comment on the situation, but they did say all the classes will continue as scheduled. We'll be back with more exciting news and updates right after these important messages. Just kidding. Thanks, Jordan. We're interested to see how this story unfolds, but unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this segment. We'll be back with more on that story for you in the next hour. As always, thank you for watching Bobcat Newsbreak, and we'll catch you later.